You guys remember Flavor Flav? Welcome to the podcast, Stop Crying Poser, greatest podcast known to man as voted by Tupac Shakur. That's right, he just called me today. He's alive and well, living in the north side of Las Vegas. Shout out to everyone who chose to tune in live here on twitch.tv/Ninja Lifestyle. We have Probably Deaded, Day Cam 702, Nonfiction Bullies, Ron, Stomp it, Day Cam. Not a great turnout today, but it's probably because everyone's a little bit hungover from the holiday festivities. I'm doing this podcast on July 5th. By the way, we do this podcast every single Friday right here on twitch.tv/Ninja Lifestyle. I'm happy to be here. I have tons of interesting topics. It's been kind of an eventful week, but nothing super exciting. I tried to go through the news. All you get on the news is the election, the heat wave, a hurricane that doesn't even become a hurricane. Something I learned today also about a hurricane is once it gets really shitty, once it runs out of gas, it becomes a depression. Kind of like me and you. First topic, let me talk about how I spent last week. Last week, I did the podcast on a Friday, went out, had some fun, drank some beers, then did a double trouble, went out on a Saturday. Should have had a nice chill evening bowling, maybe a couple of apple teenies from Applebee's, bottomless apple teenies. Is that a thing? We didn't do that. We went out to the bar, drank, watched the UFC. Well, not in that order. Watched UFC, went to the bar, came back here, and then it's almost like when I'm at home and I have all my buddies around, I have this invincibility when it comes to like alcohol, because I'm like, oh, like I don't have to worry about driving. I don't have to worry about getting kicked out of the bar. If I make a mess, I made a mess in my own house, I can just clean it. If I break something, who cares? I can just, like it's my fault. So there's no limit. There's no cap onto, no cap, for real. ONG, on God. There's no cap to how crazy I can act. And I got to hear like their version of me whenever there's no limit. So we start off playing dominoes. I'm losing at dominoes. I drink a 211, right? And then we play another game of dominoes. I drink another 211. So I'm already just like blacked out. And then somebody says, oh, bust out that prison wine you've been making. I pull out 3 gallons of prison wine. We start drinking that. Then the vodka comes out. And listen, it's already 3 a.m. Get a random phone call. Somebody's like, hey, dude, I'm in your neighborhood. Can I stop by for a couple beers? And I'm like, dude, usually 3 a.m. is not the time to be like, oh, yeah, sure. Come on over. Like, come hang out. Usually that's the time where you'd be like, no, I'm in bed sleeping right now. No, you can't come over. But of course, I got 3 of my buddies here. I'm like, yeah, come on over. Let's play dominoes. We get the music going and go in the backyard. I smoke some weed from some bong that had 3 fucking, I don't even smoke flower ever, but I was wasted. And then we have W Stems in the chat right now. Then a couple days later, they have to tell me, they're like, yeah, you were acting weird. And that's always the most embarrassing thing, because you're like, okay, well, I'm in my mid-30s, right? I can handle myself. I could get drunk and still kind of be normal. And maybe in a bar setting, I can, especially considering that all I'm drinking at the bar is Michelob Ultra, like 4% alcohol. You could drink 30 of those and still drive in a NASCAR race. In fact, I think it's required for half of those championship races. I'm joking. Drinking and driving jokes, not funny. So they're just telling me I'm acting weird, and I feel like everyone else is acting weird. I wake up the next day hungover out of my mind. My kitchen floor is all sticky. I only find out a few days later that 3 gallons of wine ended up spilling half of it on the ground. The dominoes, my dominoes are from like the 80s. There's some special dye in the dominoes that got mixed with vodka and wine, and now it's stained my countertop. So I have all these rectangles all over the table. Backyard's a mess. Beer cans are everywhere. The dog, Koopa, mysteriously loved it. He enjoyed it. He had no lasting trauma. But the next day, the worst hangover ever. Luckily, thank God for Uber Eats, because there was no way I was gonna get off the couch. I was hurting internally, like my stomach, and I was also hurting like mentally, physically, metaphysically. I was hurting on planes of existence I didn't understand, and I was like, dude, I need food delivered. Luckily, Uber Eats has this thing where if you spend over $25, they make your shit 40% off. So I have an order already set up, like a pre-made order in Robertos that's like $25.10, which ends up being, you add all the taxes and fees and tip and delivery and whatever the fuck Uber Eats does, and then it ends up being like free delivery. So I get $25 worth of food and I pay only $25, because if you are an Uber Eats user, if you order $25 worth of food, you're paying $50 with taxes, fees. You want to leave a tip. I think they can see the tip before you give it to them. So if you leave them a shit tip, they're going to fucking poop on your burrito. They're going to piss in your enchilada, and they're going to cum on the rolled tacos. Yeah, splooge. They're going to splooge on the tacos, and not the good kind. Not the salt, pepper, habanero, onion, garlic. I'm talking about the ew. So Roberto's not even could save me. Not even Roberto's could save me. And it's funny because I was having this conversation, the same conversation yesterday, and the same conversation I've been having with a couple of my friends, especially at this age. They go, dude, the drinking is not like the problem. You know, I can still have fun, drink, take care of my kids, you know, whatever. The problem is the next day, you know, trying to go to work or trying to function. That's when you can't do anything the next day. You know, Dog has 2 kids. He can get a couple beers in him, you know, feed the kids, change the diapers, you know, get them ready for bed, make sure they're sleeping. But he was telling me the next day can't focus on anything. And he was telling me about something I've experienced, which is kind of like the sign that you might be overdoing it. Well, you're definitely overdoing it. If you guys have ever had a 2-day hangover. So day 1 of the hangover, I just stay on the couch and I have weird like anxiety. And then day 2, I still have anxiety and I have trouble sleeping. And then day 3, I'm back to normal. Well, guess what? I'm far too busy in my life to be taking off 2 days every single week. You know, I barely have 2 days to take off. And imagine if I had a regular job and I was doing my media stuff, I'd be working 5 days, 40 hours, and then I'd be doing my computer shit for another 20, 25 hours. There would be no time to be hungover. So maybe that's the solution. Maybe I just need to get more busy. But that's just the negative things. Okay, that's the hurricane depression. There's also been some fun things that happened this week. I saw a kid with Down syndrome at the bar, so that was fun. That made the bar really fun. Let me explain. So my buddy Nick went to Utah for some family trip or something, and he came back with some super special ass filet mignon from some cow who had a name, right? This cow had a wonderful life. This cow just ate Twinkies all day and got pets on his head and booty scratches and had nice hooves. What do you call those things, though? What do you call the feet? The hooves. Yeah, the feet. He had nice hooves. He was butchered while under anesthesia. And then I got his motherfucking filet mignon. It was this thick. This fucker looked like a softball. The paw. It was the paw. It looked like a fucking softball. We baked it for 40 minutes. Hey, whoa. Don't judge me yet. We baked it. Then reverse seared it. I made some potatoes from a russet potato, took the drippings from the steak, put those in a potato. Then we had some horseradish cream sauce, threw that into the mashed potato, then threw in some shredded cheddar cheese, mixed that up with some spices, some spices. Oh, also, I seasoned the steak with salt, pepper, garlic, and I let it sit out to room temperature for about 2 hours because it was so thick. Thick as my ball sack. And then we ate it, dude. It was perfect. I made some cucumbers that kind of came out. Wait, no, zucchini. Fuck me, bitch. You think I'm out here just eating cummies on a steak day? No. I made some zucchini. They came out kind of shitty. I forgot to add the raw garlic, so the raw garlic went on after. Didn't get a chance to become fueguent. It didn't get a chance to become fueguent. But overall, the meal was Outstanding. A great meal to prepare for what I was about to see. After that, we go to a bar called Coopy's. I don't want to be the guy that's gossiping about, other people's lives, but I saw this man, full-grown man with, like, super, like, crazy Down syndrome, autism, sitting next to an old lady smoking a cigarette playing a slot machine. This old lady was full-on just like, oh, yeah, I'm just playing my deuces, And the guy... The dude, her son, or someone next to her, just like, did you win? Did you win? Did you win? Did you win? How much did you win? How much did you win? Did you win? Did you win? And he did this shit for probably 20 straight minutes. I was gambling. I threw in a 20. I ran out of my 20 in like 15, 20 minutes, my $20 bill. And the entire time, he was just like, did you win? Did you win? How much is that? How much is that? How much is that? Did you win? Did you win? Did you win? And then he would get up and walk around and didn't walk in a circle, but he'd be tiptoeing. And he wasn't bothering anyone. Really, like, I like that style of special needs person where everyone's in a good mood, right? Everyone's just hyped. He's just hyped to be watching it. And he kept saying, like, I want to play Buffalo. I want to play Buffalo. I want to play Buffalo. Where's Buffalo? Where's Buffalo? And this lady was really bothering me. I know that they probably, that's probably her son. They have to do this all day long. She has to deal with him all day long. I say deal with, like, I'm sitting next to him. I'm like, this is wildly entertaining. This guy's great vibes, great positivity, loving this dude right now. And she's just like, yeah, I won. Shut up. Shut up. Buffalo's over there. Okay. Why you keep talking to me? Why do you keep talking to me? Okay. How much did you win? How much did you win? It doesn't matter. How much did you win? How much did you win? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Hey, can I get another drink? Another drink. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. And I'm just like, this guy is such good vibes, and you are such bad vibes. You are a non-special needs person, bad vibes. Special needs person, great vibes. I had this, here's the thing. Whenever I'm in a situation like that where I'm eavesdropping, I'm like, oh, like, what would I do in an alternate reality? Alternate reality me, I was like, dude, I should just grab this guy, go, hey, bro, she's bad vibes. You come with me, we're playing Buffalo. And then in my mind, he would have just been like, yes, yes, yes. Or, hey, you leave her right here. We're going to go walk 10 feet. Hey, lady, is this your son? Me and him are playing Buffalo. You stay here. She'd be like, go ahead. I'll see if I fucking care. But, didn't do anything, just observed. I just, what's funny about it is I'm kind of just like, dude, bad vibes versus good vibes. I try to be the good vibes. I was right there in the middle. And then speaking of vibes, we went in there to play pool after this whole situation. I lost my $20, went in there, grabbed a beer, went in to play pool. And there was a couple playing pool, and this chick was on some crazy shit. She's like, I like this music. And then she's dancing, playing pool, missing every shot, playing pool. I love this music. I love this music. Clapping and shit. And I'm like, dude, well, between you and this dude over here, you guys should play Buffalo. First off, you and you, same vibes. You should play Buffalo. You probably, you were born with this type of good vibes. You most likely some type of drug or hallucinogenic, something along those lines. Either way, match made in heaven. Would have been great. Almost got this. Almost got some autism kid some pussy. Right? If I was president, if I was president, first thing I would do. We're not okay. Never mind. It would be a fantastic presidency. Can I tell you guys something that annoys me about the 4th of July? Can I tell you my number one thing that annoys me about the 4th of July? Let me first start with the positives. Every 4th of July, some douchebag's hand gets blown off. And I go, well, it happened. It happened again. And then you put a little check mark on your yearly calendar of like things you wanted to happen that year. Like, yeah, some fuckhead got his hand blown off. Whoops. Oh, lo siento. Oh, sorry. And then you have a little mental like celebration like, hey, wasn't me. Wasn't me this year. I didn't even touch a firework. I didn't even touch one. I looked at them. I may have carried one. I didn't light one. I didn't do nothing. But I still got some sparklers in there. So it's all is not lost. Anyways, my least favorite thing, especially as far as like the news cycle goes for 4th of July, hot dog eating contest. It is the most disgusting thing ever. These people, if you haven't seen it, it would blow my mind if you haven't seen it, but we may have some viewers in like Europe where they're too sophisticated to dip hot dog bread in water and shove it into their mouth while screaming. These motherfuckers, I think it's like you have 1 minute or something or 2 minutes and you have to eat as many hot dogs as you can. These fuckers eat 70 hot dogs in 1 minute. That's like 3 hot dogs per second. Maybe I'm getting the time period messed up. Can anyone tell me what is the time allotted for hot dog eating? And also, it's just so disgusting. They mash the fucking wet bread all over their face. They don't chew it. It's a speed thing. Now, if we're doing a hot dog contest, I would prefer, I don't know if this is better or worse for human health. I'd prefer you have 2 hours. You have 2 hours. You can eat as many hot dogs as you want. The only rule is you can't spill any. You can't spill a crumb. I would love if they changed the rules, because when you do it fast and they're dipping it in water and everyone's just gross, they're spitting out hot dog everywhere. Hot dog juice and bread is running down their face. Their shirt becomes pink from the hot dog. It's fucking disgusting. I hate it. And every year, for some reason, that's what we fucking claimed our independence from. We came all the way over here, all the way across the ocean, killed all the Indians. Why? For you to shove fucking hot dogs in your mouth? Man, can we raise the bar a little bit, America? My rule would be 2 hours. 2 hours. If you spill even one crumb, you're out. Okay, first of all, I'm the judge. If you gross me out at all, you're out. Okay? They got this one chick on Instagram. She eats the nastiest shit, but she eats it like the fastest. But then she always ends up with food all over her goddamn face. I would disqualify her already. Because she walks in, she already looks weird. She looks like she's built for eating hot dogs. Just built with that hot dog face. Mouth shape. The mouth shape is shaped like maximum hot dog suckery. And then the teeth are jagged in just such a way to chomp like the back of a garbage truck. Just full on hot dog mouth. And if she entered any of my tournaments, you'd be out right away, because the number one rule, don't gross me out. I watched this bitch eat ramen one day. She didn't even fuck chopsticks. She reached in there with 2 hands, then mashed her face into it like a Ren and Stimpy cartoon. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Just mashing fucking disgusting noodles into her face. Eyes turning red, cream filling, glitter. It's disgusting, man. The hot dog eating shit is fucking awful, dude. It's by far my least favorite part of 4th of July. But I will tell you this. What did I do for 4th of July? Me and Fitnoid, fellow Twitch streamer, we went to my friend Rydog's house. It's his favorite holiday. Went down there. Him and his family must have spent like $1,000 on illegal fireworks. They had these fireworks that were fucking looked like a crate from GoldenEye 007. So you knew they came to really celebrate. And also, I had a plan. This is how weird I am. I'm still a child at heart, because the one thing I was looking forward to, other than food at Rydog's mom's house, was they have a really high backyard wall. The wall is like 7-8 feet tall. So I climb up on it and I jump from the wall into the pool. And I waited all week. I'm like, dude, I'm going to Rydog's mom's house. Yay. I'm going to climb on the wall. Today I'm going for backflip, dude. I'm going up on that wall. I'm hitting a motherfucking backflip. I went up there. First thing that happens, it was fate. It was fate. First thing that happens, they said, hey, Steve, they all call me Steve-O. They don't call me Ninja. They said, Steve-O, we threw the basketball over the wall. Can you go get the basketball? I said, well, I was going to climb up there anyways, because that's the same wall that I was planning for multiple days to backflip off. It was written in the stars. So I get up there, I climb up. By the way, while climbing on the wall, somebody at the party warned me. They said, I tried to climb up on the wall, but I burnt my hand. And then they showed me their hand, and I was like, oh, your hand's burnt. Can't be that bad. Maybe he has bitch hands. Maybe he has the hands of a bitch. I climb up on that wall. My skin came off my goddamn hand. I looked down, it was a skeleton hand. It looked like Powell Peralta ad, just a skeleton coming out of a screaming hand. My hand burnt completely off. I looked down, it was a volcano exploding from my arm. And then I ended up putting a t-shirt on the wall, got over there on the wall, did backflip number 1. It went pretty good. Backflip number 2. Bro, that was on camera. It's on my Instagram. Backflip was great. The only bad part was I went over there expecting, don't hold this against me. I went over to the house expecting hot dogs and hamburgers. And you guys know I'm not a big fan of hot dogs and hamburgers. But on this particular day, I went over there. I was hungry. I was ready to eat. I really wanted something cheesy. I wanted a cheeseburger, hot dog. I was going to just go for the hot dog. I went over there. They had beef stew. Ugh. Ugh, brother. Ugh. I don't have to eat like a pilgrim in 2024. It's the motherfucking 4th of July, brother. Ugh. Beef stew? It's supposed to be a party. We're acting like it's the fucking Holocaust. We're celebrating. Brother, ugh. Man, went over there. It was a bunch of potatoes. Slow-cooked potatoes. Carrots. Ugh. Motherfucker. I came up with a good solution, though. They had some nacho cheese. I grabbed the pulled beef. Put that all together. Tried to make sure no carrots got involved. Tried to make sure no potatoes got involved. And put the cheese on there. Then they had these little charcuteries, little crackers and multiple cheeses and little meats. I put all those together. I made a fucking prison omelet. And I actually did get to eat a little bit. But I was looking for some smash burgers. Dog usually, he grills hot wings. And they always come out burnt as fuck. But that's become a staple of my 4th of July. Eating an overcooked, burnt, charred ass, tiny, shrunken chicken wing. I was looking forward to that. Didn't get that. But as far as being American, after we left there, where did we go? McDonald's. Went to McDonald's. It was open. They don't subscribe to this woke culture of closing businesses on 4th of July. I'm joking. I'm joking. But I really did go. I really did go to McDonald's. I got 2 chicken sandwiches and some fries. Usually don't be eating them fries, but I scarfed them. I ate every last one of those fucking fries. Well, I gave 2 of them to Koopa. Ate those, came back here. Fitnoy came back. We climbed up on the roof. I'll tell you what, being front row for so Dog's mom lives in a little bit of a nicer neighborhood. Not a bad neighborhood, but not a good one. Like there's kind of medium. My neighborhood's a little shittier, but you get the blue collar workers here. You get all the landscapers. You get all the people that run food trucks. You get a lot of like Hispanic neighborhood. These motherfuckers are celebrating and they got money. You know, they work hard. They have all this extra money. Bro, there's 3 houses like surrounding my house that had the firework display of a motherfucking casino. I swear when I was at my house, I probably saw, I don't know, fucking 10,000 fireworks go off. You know, within a couple football fields. And I mean, like everywhere you look, there was some cool ass rainbow one going off. Blue, green, red, white, blue. Just fireworks going off everywhere. It was almost better hanging out on the roof. I had a 211, some wine, just hanging out. Really, overall, a pretty good 4th of July. The only thing that I lacked on yesterday's 4th of July, and then I'll stop talking about it, was I really wanted to go crazy with some food. And I went to the doctor earlier this week, and they're like, hey, you got to watch your triglycerides. You got to watch your cholesterol. You got to watch your saturated fat. And I don't know why. If a doctor tells me something, I feel like it's a challenge. I'm just like, oh, yeah, I need to. Also, part number 2, why is the doctor in worse shape than me? I get it. You don't have to be in better shape than me to tell me that I'm wrong. Okay, I get it. Like you're just reading the chart. I get it. But I wonder how the doctor feels when they read their shit. They walk into the mirror, they're like, hey, Dr. Chan, you need to watch your triglycerides. And they go, I know. You know, you're drinking too much. That's bad for it. And also the saturated fat. Do you eat a lot of pizza? Well, I do, but nah. That's kind of what I was saying to the doctor. They're like, oh, you're eating unhealthy. I'm like, yeah, I know I'm eating unhealthy. Like, I'm going to be dead one day. You want me to just be dead and also have bad food? At least I'm going to die saying, oh, I ate a filet mignon this week. Then again, I should be working out more. Very hard to work out. It's been so hot this week. Projected 118 degrees here in Las Vegas. That will be our record high, and I have a plan. So that's been our record high for like 80 years, 60 years, 30 years. I'm just making up high numbers. That's been the record for a long time, 117 in the city of Las Vegas. So there's a lot of little cities outside Las Vegas that are touching Las Vegas, but the actual, quote, city of Las Vegas, highest temperature recorded, I think, is 117. If we hit 118 this week, I'm going outside. I'm going to work out. I'm going to try and film it if my camera doesn't overheat so that I can tell my kids and my kids' kids. By the way, I'm never having kids. So I can tell my friends' kids that I went outside on the hottest day in decades and I got some fucking work done. I went out there and I dug a hole, goddammit. I didn't even need to dig it for nothing. Went out there and cleaned up dog shit and did some pull-ups. Yeah, you little Fortnite little kid bitch. Go play Roblox and fuck off, you little bitch. I got man shit to do. So that's kind of plan. It's gonna be very, very hot. But today I want to go eat some really good food. So that's what I missed. The only thing I missed for 4th of July is I didn't get to eat super good food. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Either Stems will come with me, we're doing sushi, or Fitnoid, or Smash Burgers, I'm eating some good-ass food. I'm eating some Jones barbecue and foot massage, Jones barbecue and foot massage. I'm trying to eat a food today that will make me come. Mammy's dumplings will make you come. Okay, speaking of hot weather, I skated this week at the worst possible time of the day, on the worst possible day. Well, I guess not the worst possible day. 112 degree weather. You can't call me a bitch. Not an ounce of bitch in my blood, goddammit. Went out there 112 degrees. Trying to do a sweeper on my mini ramp. Now, typically a sweeper is not a hard trick. That's why I chose to do that trick, because I'm like, dude, it's hot outside. I kind of was on a deadline because I was still dead hungover on Monday. I tried to do this. Here's what I tried to do my schedule. Monday, I film every Ninja review. Then I try to edit half of it that day. Tuesday, I'll either edit all of Ninja review or I'll skateboard. And I'll usually skate and edit skating the same day. Or I'll save skating for Wednesday. Well, this week, skating took all the way to fucking Wednesday. And then I knew I was going to be doing 4th of July on Thursday. So it was my last day to skate. So I go out there the hottest possible day, trying to do an easy trick, and the heat killed me, dude. I looked it up. I looked up why I can't breathe when it's so hot. Initially, I thought maybe the air becomes more thin or something like that, because when I skateboard outside in this awful heat, it feels like when I skated in Colorado. We went to Denver. I got off the plane. I said, where's the air? That's kind of how I feel like skating. And I guess what it does is when hot air goes all the way into your lungs and it goes in there too quickly, it expands it or something. Motherfucker, I looked it up the other day. It's something to do with your lungs. It fucks up your lungs. So it's not that there's a lack of air. It just makes your lungs inflamed, something like that. So it was a real mess trying to get that done. But we got our skating done, and I have another topic that kind of relates to skating. But I want to say this. My trick is called a sweeper. Basically, I jump off the skateboard, I put my hand on the skateboard, I put my foot on the ground, and then I jump back into the mini ramp. If you're a not skateboarder, it looks cool if you're a not skateboarder, but I have spent my whole career saying that anyone who grabs the skateboard is lame. Anyone who puts their foot on the ground skateboarding is lame. Here's my thing. I can be an entertainer and still do a lame trick, okay? If I do a lame trick and I say that you're lame for doing it, it doesn't change the fact that maybe you did have fun. So right away, I already knew. Everyone was going to be like, oh, you're a hypocrite. You say those tricks are lame, but then you go ahead and you do the same trick that you said is lame. Loser. And I'm like, yeah. First off, the trick is still lame. I know that my trick is lame. I was front row. I was front row for this trick. I chose to do this lame ass trick because it was all I could do in the heat. Also, looks cool on camera, and I kind of had fun. Minus the heat, sometimes doing lame tricks is fun. Everyone thinks that I have some code, some Bushido code of skating that I have to live by to where I can never do tricks that I say are lame. Listen, you guys can do whatever you want on a skateboard. Here's my stance. The good old-fashioned the First Amendment. I don't want to go political on a skateboarding rant. Listen, you're allowed to call my tricks lame. Someone died for your right to do that. You can call my tricks lame, and then you can also call me lame. You can say whatever you want about me. It doesn't hurt me or affect me. It's fine. And I can do the lame tricks, and I can still call them lame tricks. You're allowed. First off, I'm fighting for the right to be allowed to talk shit on the internet, right? And you guys, I invite every single one of you watching, all of your friends and all of my enemies, feel free to talk shit about me online. It will never affect me. It's the new generation to where reading a mean comment is the same as being physically assaulted. For me, I read those comments, I go, good, keep it up. You earned it. Keep talking shit. I don't care. You're supposed to be able to do this. The new generation, when they read a mean comment, their eye becomes red. And they start bleeding from their chin, their mouth, and their tooth falls out. And they go, I just got in a fight. And I go, no. It's just a comment. Zayden, it's just a comment. Don't worry about what they, them said. It's just a comment. It doesn't hurt. And they go, my elbow, but my elbow. It must be something wrong with my elbow because that comment was really mean. And I go, no. Those are just words. In fact, they're not even words. They're just letters. They're just letters. They're not even being spoken to you. This person lives thousands and thousands of miles away. You're safe and sound right here. Just put the covers over your head, and then keep the phone on the other side of the covers, and then the words can't get to you because you can't see them unless you have Siri reading them to you. In which case, you're dead. If Siri ever starts reading comments to new gen skaters, they're dead because there's nowhere to escape. They have to plug their ears, close their eyes, dig a hole. Like, it's over. My thing is, yeah, I'm allowed to be a hypocrite. It's fun. It's, who cares? You know what I mean? It's fun. Yeah, I did a lame trick. Good. It's lame. It stayed lame. It will always be lame. Guess, here's the thing. It's lame when I do it and when you do it. Ooh. It's lame. It's always lame. And that's also my opinion. What's not my opinion is how many flip tricks some people do in their video parts. Oh, shit. Shots fired. All right. I saw a highlight today of a streamer called Neon. And I've seen him before. Some weird scrawny kid who just goes around bothering everyone. And he said Nate Diaz was going to get knocked out. He said this to Nate Diaz during a press conference or something. Obviously, he's a plant. The UFC planted him there, or his media team planted him there to say, Nate Diaz, you're going to get knocked out. And then Nate Diaz just mumbled a bunch. Like, he can't really make a coherent sentence. He just mumbled a bunch. He's like, I'll beat your ass. And I guess Neon ran away and they staged like a fake fight or something. I don't remember what happened, but I thought it was funny because it's a lot of people look at that situation and they think it's real. They think that Neon really told Nate Diaz some rude shit and that Nate Diaz really threatened to kill him and that there was really a fight outside like public Las Vegas arena and there was no police involved. Even though Metro Police is at every press conference, all over the place. They block the exits of like Mandalay Bay. But we're supposed to believe there was some jumping outside of the arena. But the camera died right at the right moment, but the audio was still there. Like, it's straight out of WWF wrestling. WWE. It's straight out of WCW. It's straight out of AEW. It's straight out of Compton. It's completely fake. But obviously, I don't want to keep hating on the new gen. The new gen falls for it every time. Every single time they fall for it. And I wanted to say that's how I look at my second Instagram, Steve Hates Skating. I go on these rants and I say all this negative shit. And the kids that are skating nowadays, they think it's all real. They don't look at me like an entertainer. They think that I wake up every day and I go, fuck Adidas. I hate Adidas. I hate T-Funk. I hate everyone that writes for Baker. I hate all skating. Ugh! I don't even like skateboarding shaped food. Pissing me off. If I eat a hot dog bun, it almost looks like a skateboarding deck. Oh, I just want to break it. Oh, I'm so mad all the time. Ugh. And I've never done a flip trick because I never posted a kickflip. That means obviously I can't do it. I can't do it. If you can't do it, you can't do it. They don't see. First off, the Neon thing was pretty good acting, right? A little bit of smoke and mirrors, right? My shit is, I might as well have clown makeup on. I might as well dress up like a clown and make a balloon animal and go, ha, ha, honk, 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 brrr, brrr. Like, I could not be any less serious. I did a video wearing a wig where I talked like this and called myself Nina. And they just thought, they just believed that that's just how I am every day. And I get some of them. I get some of these comments now too, where they go, listen, man, I'm really worried about you. All you do is just say negative stuff. You're always negative. It's bad for the soul, man. Like, I feel like deep down you're depressed and you need to find something positive, dude, because we're worried about you, man. And you know what I say to that? I must be the greatest actor ever. Leonardo DiCaprio, Will Smith, Denzel Washington, and me. For the amount of people that have no idea that I'm acting, they got to give me an Oscar at some point. Or they have to just stop having all these kids be in school and just give up on education because they're too dumb. They're not going to be able to figure out anything. Imagine I read stories, right? Back when Superman came out, there was also like an influx of really stupid kids, right? They'd watch Superman on TV, they'd go climb on their roof, and they would jump off and they would die, right? And they'd be dead, and you'd be like, oh, well, sucks that kid died, but he wasn't gonna ever become a doctor. He didn't understand that Superman was fake. Like that guy was never gonna lead our country. He doesn't even know that he can't fly. And people just went, he did. But we don't have that now. No one's jumping off the roof pretending they're Superman. Everyone's just online, just falling, just eating potato chips, getting fat, playing fucking Roblox and getting dumber. So unfortunately, they believe me, but I don't inspire anyone to jump off the roof. Yet. We're still figuring out a way. We're still figuring out a way to do that. Anyways, would you guys like to win a free pack of Ninja Lifestyle stickers? All you have to do is answer this trivia question correctly. First one to answer, if you live in America, will be the proud owner of a Ninja Lifestyle sticker pack. The question is, the 4th of July commemorates which document? Which document does the 4th of July commemorate? Which one did they sign? Actually, let's not. That ain't it. That ain't it. I believe that was the Gettysburg Address. I don't even know what that bitch is about. Okay, George Washington's prenuptial. Incorrect. Bill of sale. Kind of. Joel Fast Roll. Am I fucking stupid? I should go pretend I'm Superman. Roll Fast Joe. The Declaration of Independence. Send me your contact information after the podcast. I will get the stickers to you promptly. Anyways, yeah, the Nate Diaz thing related to Steve Hates Skating. People just think it's real. People think it's real, but I've dumbed it down so much that I can't get my content to be. I can't make it any dumber. It doesn't get any dumber, and they still fall for it. So I don't know what to do. Oh, you know what? I'll just start saying like, for real, no cap, yap, on God. And then maybe they'll be like, oh, the boomer's using weird language. And then maybe it'll click for them. Oh, this is a joke. All right, good. So I had a dream last night. Very weird dream. By the way, no melatonin last night. I had a very hard time sleeping. My back started aching. Probably from the way I was sitting. I was sitting with my feet in the pool and I was like hunched over all day. When I tried to sleep, my back was really bothering me. My dream was, here was my dream. I'm sitting in this big classroom and they're like doing song requests and someone requests like NWA and I'm just sitting there like, oh cool. Like we're just doing song requests in school. And I look down, I have Jinko jeans. I don't know why I paid this much attention in a dream. I have Jinko jeans, which are those big, fat, crazy jeans. The leg of the jeans is the size of an entire pair of jeans. The fattest jeans ever, but they're not made from jean material. They're made from a fabric that looks like jeans in my dream. So I'm looking down, I have fake jeans on that are wildly, like I have a dress on each leg. I look down and I'm wearing a jean jacket, which is actually made of jeans. So my pants and my shirt look like they match, but they're totally different. Why? I don't know. Why am I in this classroom dressed like a weirdo? I don't know. Maybe it's a T-Funk thing. In my dream, I'm just dressed like T-Funk for some weird reason. I'm some weird version of like a some weird puppet. Pinocchio mixed with Captain Hook. So I'm sitting there and they're like, Steve, you have to request a song. And I'm like, I don't want to request a song. And they're like, you have to request a song or else you get an F. And I'm like, oh, I'm in school. Okay. What's a song? I say Annie Up. And they're like, what? And I'm like, Annie Up by M.O.P. Mash Out Posse. And I said, and I need the Busta Rhymes remix. And it's a female professor. And she's like, what? And I'm like, I didn't even want to request a song, but if I must request a song, right now I'm in the mood for Annie Up, M.O.P., the Busta Rhymes remix. And then she goes, that's a great choice. That's perfect. That's a great choice. And then they go to play the song and then they start playing Eminem. And then I wake up. I don't know what does it mean? If you're watching this on YouTube, what does the dream mean? What does it mean? Or if you're in the chat room right now, I'll read a couple of chatters. What do you guys think that dream means? While you guys type out my horoscope, I'll let you guys know this week was great. A great week for Netflix. I finally finished the series The Brother's Son. It's about like a Chinese gang member that comes to America and then finds out he has a long lost brother that he's never met. But his brother doesn't live like the gang life. His brother just lives in LA and is like has never been in a fight and it wants to be a comedian, and they meet each other and they have to solve crime together, but one's a badass, like has killed hundreds of people, and the other guy is like doesn't even like violence at all, and then they have to go on these little missions, but there's like fight scenes. The dialogue is pretty good. I haven't praised a show on the podcast in a very long time. If you guys liked Warrior, you're going to love Brother's Son. I gave it a 9 out of 10. I've never rated a show on Netflix a 9 out of 10 in a long fucking time. I very much loved it. At the end, there was like closure. The twists were unexpected. I watch a lot of these movies where the dialogue is so shitty you can see the twist coming from a mile away. The twists were great. Absolutely loved it. iBookBoy says, it means you have great taste in music. Big Cisco says, it means you need to listen to Venom by Eminem. No, the one they played was like, hush little baby, na 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 mockingbird. It was like the lamest Eminem song. Or like, it was some song where he just sings. It was the worst. Also, it's a song that I don't even listen to. I don't bump Eminem these days at all. So it's weird that my subconscious thought of that. No other guesses as to what the dream means? Okay, cool. Well, we'll get to that later. Also, as far as movies, final topic of the day. You guys may not have heard about it, but I did hear about it. I watched it on its midnight release. 1984. I know. Let me finish. 1984. Beverly Hills Cop 1 comes out. Fantastic movie starring Eddie Murphy. A fine action film, detective film, great music. The heat is on. The heat is on. Or what about great soundtrack. It stays in your head for days and days, weeks. You're humming that shit. Beverly Hills Cop 2, Beverly Hills Cop 3. Everyone says the third one sucked. Agree to disagree? Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? There's a fourth episode. Beverly Hills Cop 1, 2, 3, and now there's one that just came out on Netflix recently called Beverly Hills Cop Axel Foley. And rather than try and do it like Bad Boys, where everyone's super aged and shitty, but they're trying to like play the role of an action star, it's based 20 years after the previous movie. So he's like 20 years older. Everyone in the movie's 20 years older, and they got like the young guys, and the dialogue is absolutely terrible. They took the script from Beverly Hills Cop 1, made it shittier, and upgraded some jokes. But guess what? The nostalgia is still there. And they copied the scenes almost verbatim. Like the chase scenes are almost an exact replica. And I'm telling you guys this for real. I don't know if they say this on Rotten Tomatoes, if anyone thinks the way I do. The motherfucking movie, it plays like it was written by AI. It feels like someone said, hey, internet, take this movie and upgrade it and like upgrade the jokes, and the dialogue is still going to be shitty, But and like the solving of crimes is stupid. And like the weird like everyone's leaving a clue behind. Oh, I found a clue. Oh, that's a clue. You know, it's corny, bad dialogue, but the nostalgia is perfect. So as a movie, it's a 6 out of 10. Okay? Honest. As a movie, it's a 6 out of 10. As a Beverly Hills Cop fan, 9 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10. At no point was it boring. I couldn't wait to see more. The jokes were a little weird. It was great. Banana in the tailpipe, goddamn. The banana in the motherfucking tailpipe. So that I highly recommend it. I recommend Brothers Son if you like fighting. If you have a spare 8 hours, because it's like 8 episodes. It's a little bit of comedy, a little bit of fighting, but the plot stays serious. So it's like the comic relief, but serious plot. And Axel Foley, if you like Beverly Hills Cop, go watch it free on Netflix. Can I get a hell yeah from everybody in the chat? Because that was my final topic of the day. I didn't know if we'd make it, but we actually went over time today. This is going to end up being a 50-minute podcast. We haven't had one of those in a while, right? Our last couple podcasts were like 25, 30 minutes. If you tuned in late and you want to watch the repeat, the rerun of this podcast, you can find it on Sunday on the platforms Podbean, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, podcast app, anywhere where podcasts can be found. Go check it out. Nobody donated any money today. Fine. That's going to get paid on the 15th. I don't care. You don't have to donate money. You donated your time, right? And I appreciate that. But you know what I would appreciate more? If you told a friend about the podcast. Tell a friend about the podcast. Stop Crying Poser. And if you have iTunes, go on iTunes right now and leave a positive review. Give me a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, whatever it is. Say that I made you laugh, I'm entertaining, I'm funny. I don't know, just say some bullshit. Shout out to, looks like we got some more people in here now. Late Bloomer, Day Day, Curlsies, Cam, Julie Fett, iBook Boy, Big Cisco, Paul Miranda, Day Day, Nonfiction, Paul iBook, Space Native, D-Trick, Paul Miranda, Extreme Elements. You guys know the best part about this podcast is one time, live on the podcast, I shit my actual pants. I did it. I dropped the screw in the tuna. I hope you guys have a great weekend. This podcast went great today, 10 out of 10. As I always say, don't drink too much, but don't drink too little. Beef stew should never, ever be served on the 4th of July.